we have a website for The Sun because it helps us access news quicker and faster. Again, straight away, targeted advertising at the top. As you know, I'm a photography teacher, therefore they've picked up on some algorithms that I might want some pro camera gear. So let's aim that advert at me. Main article is about the royal family. This appeals to the target audience because Meghan Markle is a celebrity. She's beautiful. She's famous because she was in Suits, an American TV program. She's married Prince Harry, and he's given up a lot of his royal duties and a lot of his royal privileges to be with her. There has been scandal in the family because apparently there were racist comments made about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's children. So that's why they're calling it a faux royal tour. We have the puns in the headline, megging their point, which I presume is meant to be a pun on making their point. Not really that great of a pun, but they do like their puns. It appeals to the audience. They're quite famous for their puns in their headlines. So scrolling down, again, inflammatory, very kind of scary headline, which makes some people just scroll through like this and just look at the headlines. As you can see, you look like the big headlines and you don't go into a lot of detail sometimes. So we're looking at this one, space attack. Again, that word attack, it's quite an emotive word because we're so used to hearing these words, attack, about terrorism. So instantly people are going to feel panicked looking at this. Biggest solar storm in 19 years may, and let's remember, this is a real key word here, may cripple the internet, phones and power grids today. This is meant to be happening today, okay? So let's click on it. There's a video, which obviously they love. Rare severe flare warnings issued. Now, this was updated 30 minutes ago. We've got lots of keywords here. Could, may, has been issued, and storm alert has been issued. Huge explosions of plasma, severe storm effect. Everything's very inflammatory. Now, if this was going to be so big, wouldn't we have been told? Wouldn't we have been warned in schools? So it could disrupt things in the internet as early as 12 p.m. So we're waiting until about 5 o'clock today to see if it happens. It could, there's a chance, could also. So again, it's about relying on those people reading it going, oh my God, everything in the world's going to collapse, because then they will go on to The Sun and give it more clicks and give it more likes and share it with more people. As you can see, you can share it on X and Facebook. Let's see if there's any comments. I mean, lots of it on here. Where are solar flares? Information about solar flares. You can't comment on it here, but you can share it on X and Facebook. Obviously, we are not allowed to look at that at work. So let's scroll down. What else have we got? Disturbing footage. Cop shoots airman in dead is horrific. Again, quite emotive language. It's quite a serious point. But does it really affect us in the UK? It's got this graphic warning. So what are people going to do here? People are going to click on it. So it's very clickbaity. Looking at clickbait, we're looking at this, we're seeing the graphic warning, and suddenly some people want to see it. We've got that repetition that this is disturbing, it's horrific, so more people will want to have a look at it. This is all based on a TV program about stalkers. Interview by Piers Morgan, quite a right-wing journalist and commenter. Quite a large article about a simple issue, about a woman claiming that she's not a stalker. And then obviously we've got the linked articles down here. So you will look at this article and then you go to the linked articles. Again, increasing their views. We've got a video about it as well. Quite happy that I've got that targeted advert. I would like to go to Mauritius. Thank you very much. But obviously I've not signed here. So as you can see, we've got quite very colloquial language, slang here, flipping heck, you know, this is just things that people would just kind of shout out. We've got Justin Bieber, some more celebrities, headbutt. There is nothing on here until we get down here about the Israel war, the war between Israel and Palestine. And it's only criticizing the pro-Palestine marchers and talking about hostile and terrified, almost giving into that Islamophobia that is so rife amongst right-wing newspapers, but very little about what's actually going on. We've got here about Russia again, but nothing there about Ukraine. So all the major articles, and then we've obviously got trying to get as many women's bodies, reinforcing the male gaze there. They're not allowed to have page 3 anymore, but they are allowed to do that. The second, also you can see here, we've got the UK edition. They are now doing a US edition, the Scottish Sun and the Irish Sun. So you can see that this global audience with the US edition is definitely growing. The next page is sport. Again, we've got puns on it, but it shows you the second thing that they think is the most important, sport, because they know that primarily their readers are males, so they will aim this at them. You have the fabulous page, which is where we're really reinforcing the male gaze, aren't we? I'm hoping that I don't have to say much about this to our students. As I said to you before, the Sun newspaper used to have a page 3. Thankfully, feminism has removed that. But here we have 2 women talking about their boobs, and we actually have the Sun measuring those breasts, which I should hope most of us find quite disturbing. So a lot of it is about beauty. This is specifically meant to be aimed at women, but let's face it, a lot of men will be looking at this as well because of the male gaze. So real life, celebrity, parenting, horoscopes, health, relationship advice, all aimed at women. Then obviously TV. Where is the news here? This is what I want you to really think about. Where is the news on the Sun website? We'd have to go to World News. Well, I'm getting boiler replacements now. World News, Eurovision. Kamikaze blast another of Putin's oil refinery. Can you see that they're not as big stories? You actually have to look for major world events to actually get the news, whereas normally it should be on the home page. So the best thing to do is think about this as a reader. As the audience, you can make sure that you can make this about your own news by creating your own account. It will give you the news articles that you want on your home page. However, to actually find really important news, like politics, as you can see here, valuable win. Rishi Sunak in the most recent local elections, Conservative Party lost a lot of votes, but obviously the Sun newspaper, because it is right-wing, is saying that this is a victory for him. So again, reinforcing those right-wing values. Local election, painful, no giving in. So it's we can fight, showing Rishi Sunak to be a winner rather than looking as though he's not. And then the one photo of the opposition leader, Keir Starmer, is him not in a smart suit, not looking ready for power. So again, representing the opposition as someone who aren't fit to lead. Okay, so have a think about the audience. How does it appeal to a right-wing leaning audience? How does it appeal to people of reading age 9? How does it prioritize news? What does it give its audience to keep them entertained and informed? Well, very little information, very little information, mainly just celebrities and royal families. So I hope that helps. I know it's quite long, but hopefully that would help you. Okay, good luck on Monday.